Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are testing out the Makerfire's H825. It is a mini foldable Wi-Fi FPV optical flow sensor altitude hold RC quadcopter ready to fly. So it's got the floppy dual bladed props, it's got the brushed motors, it's got LED lights on the top through and through to the bottom. It's got manually tilt adjustable camera, which can be tilted from about 0 degrees to maybe a little beyond 45 degrees. And it's got the optical flow sensor camera. It's got the power push button on and off switch on the top of the canopy. And there is no built-in DVR, so the photos and the videos will be recorded to the Wi-Fi phone app. The phone app is called the Makerfire app. It is a free downloadable app in the App Store, so go ahead and check it out. It will, however, record 4096 by 2160 photos to the phone app and 1280 by 720p videos to the phone app as well, and thus into your camera roll of the device that you are using. The battery is a 3.7 volt 1800 milliamp size battery. It is said to be good for about 15 minutes of flight time, and they provide you with two. So here is the battery bay in the back. Just press the battery and it slides right out. And there you go. Two of these batteries will equal a total of 30 minutes combined. The remote controller has flip out antennas, but they are just for looks. It has pull out phone holder, which works as a hand grip if you are not using it for a phone. On the left shoulder, we have the photo video button, short press for photos, long press for videos. We have the speed changing button, speeds 1 and 2 can be had. On the right shoulder, we have the headless mode button and a 180 degree turnaround button. What it does is it just yaws 180 degrees. We have the arm and disarm button, and we have the gyro calibration button. You can also calibrate the gyros with both sticks to the bottom and to the left. And all of these arrows are for trimming. It will take 3 AA size batteries. It comes with this user manual, pretty in-depth user manual in Spanish and in English. Comes with the charge cable and the extra battery, screwdriver, some screws, and a set of prop guards. And I do recommend that you use the prop guards if you are a beginner. It will prevent you from damaging the props and in turn from damaging your brushed motors. And just in case you damage your props, they do provide you with a full set of these floppy dual bladed props. Alright guys, so here we go with the testing of the Makerfire's H825. So let's get it started. Power it up. And the LEDs go blinking. And power up the remote control. Up and down on the throttle will finalize the binding process. So the lights are blinking. Up and down on the throttle makes them go solid. Next thing you want to do is calibrate the gyros, either by hitting the gyro calibration button or both sticks to the bottom and to the left. I'm going to use the gyro calibration button, and the lights go blinking again and they go solid. Now you are ready to fly, but first let me go ahead and start up the Wi-Fi phone app on my iPad. Here we go, a little cold day. Okay, go into the settings and connect with the MFK 825 Wi-Fi network, which I have already done. Now, here is the app. It is called the Makerfire app, a free downloadable app in the App Store. So go ahead and check it out. I'm going to hit it, and here is the interface. Start my screen recording here. 3, 2, 1, boom. All right. So I'm going to hit start flying. And here we go. We got Wi-Fi video. Let's see. Looks pretty good. Okay, the sun doesn't have a black hole, or what I like to call the eclipse. Alright, so here we go. Pretty decent. Let's go ahead and take some photos. I'm going to use the phone app to take some photos. Oh, the video went black for a little bit. Maybe it was a table. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now these will be recorded into the phone app in 720p. Oh, there's some freeze frames right there. Uh-oh, that's not good. And I'm using my iPad, which is very reliable. Okay, I got it back somewhat. Okay, man, it is not working very well, is it? Okay, taking another photo there. And one more final photo. Okay, so we got a lot of freeze frames. Hopefully it will record videos. And there we go, it is starting to record the videos. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and leave my iPad on my other table. We'll come back to that. So let's go ahead and check out the functions of the Makerfire H825. You can go ahead and arm the motors, and by hitting the button again, it will disarm the motors. All right, so let's go ahead and arm the motors. And there's no one button to take off, so manually taking off, and there you go. Oh, nice and quiet. Okay, it is sort of drifting away from me. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it back. It has optical flow sensor, so once it detects something on the ground, like right now, it has position hold, optical flow sensor position hold, and that is doing pretty good. Yaw in one spot, nope, it will not yaw in place. It will start drifting off, of course, because it loses the optical flow sensor position, and it is looking for a position to hold, and there you go, it is holding steady. So it works sometimes. It is not constant. It is not like a GPS position hold. So this is in speed number 1, guys. Very quiet, and there's no breeze at the moment. Now this thing will not do very good when there is a breeze above 5 miles an hour, up to about 10 miles per hour. It could kind of fly, but beyond 10 miles per hour, it will not fly very well. It will not fight the wind and come back to you. It will start drifting off with the wind, even though you're trying to fight it back, especially here in speed number 1. And there you go, speed number 1. Okay, full yaw, full pitch, and full speed. Good for beginners. Okay, there she goes. Turn around. Let me go to speed number 2. Okay, speed number 2. So there's only 2 speeds. And there's the full speed. And full yaw, full pitch. All right, so that is speed number 1 and 2, and back to speed number 1. Kind of makes you wish you had one more speed on this one. That would have been a little bit nicer, to fly a little bit faster, because speed number 2 seems kind of like speed number 1. Okay, we're going to stay in speed number 2. And let's see what this thing does. 180 degrees. So it just makes a 180 degree yaw turn. I'm going to bring it in closer so you guys can see it a little bit better. So here we go, hitting the button. So actually you can kind of incorporate that into your flying. Go straight, hit the button, turns around. It is a feature good for beginners, so you can go back and forth without using any yaw. Because you know, when you're a beginner, yaw control is pretty difficult. So here you go. So you don't go away from yourself and you don't lose orientation. So I guess a feature like this will be very helpful if you are a beginner. So you can control the yaw just a little bit, hit it, and it'll take a 180 degree turn. And just like that. Alright, let's bring it back in. There is no flip button, so you aren't able to do any flips with this one, but you do have this headless mode button here. So headless mode, let's push it. Okay, that's forward and that's backwards. Now let's put it in a spin. Okay, it's still coming backwards and going forwards. No matter which way you are facing, if you push it, it'll go away from you that way, and if you pull it, it'll come back to you this way, left and right. Alright, so headless mode works pretty good, and in a spin as well. Nice. Let's turn off the headless mode. Okay, so basically this is a beginner flyer, so you can get used to the sticks and you can learn how to fly with this quadcopter. It is not for somebody who has already learned how to fly. And I don't know if the Wi-Fi FPV video is constantly recording, but it is just there. It's not something that you can really use to take photos and videos from the sky, and not something that you can be proud of because it's only 720p resolution. So basically a learn how to fly quadcopter. So slightly bigger than those tiny ones that you can learn how to fly indoors. This one I wouldn't recommend you fly it indoors. It's basically for outdoor flying, like in an open field like this, so you can see the quadcopter and you can practice your orientation when you start going away from yourself a little bit. And because of that 180 degree turnaround, yeah, that's gonna help you out. So when you go away from yourself, this is especially difficult for a beginner. So you just hit the button and turns around and it comes back towards you. So you kind of don't have to worry about orientation when you're turning around. That's pretty cool actually. At first I thought, why 180 degree turn? Why not a 360 flip button? But you know what? Made for a beginner. Yeah, and it's supposed to have about a 15-minute flight time. So yeah, let's see if the Wi-Fi video is still on. Hey, looks like it's still on. Let's see. Yep, it's pointing towards myself, and if I push forward, freezes in time, loses video. Yeah, and it kind of gets it back once in a while. So not a very good reliable video. It would have been better if there was a built-in DVR. It's coming towards me, but I am frozen in time, going above me, passing me by, and turning around. Yeah, so not a very good reliable Wi-Fi FPV video. Yeah, so you can practice your manual point of interest. If the video came out on that one. All right, so 15 minutes of flight time, which is pretty damn good, and you got 2 batteries, so 30 minutes of flight time is really nice. But I was charging up these batteries from about a 20 to 30% charge, how they ship it out of the box, and it took a couple hours to charge it up using the charge cable with that tiny little banana connector for the battery. So yeah, it takes a while to charge. So, you know, because it comes with 2 batteries, you get about 30 minutes of flight time, and then you're gonna have to charge it up for maybe, you know, 3-4 hours, maybe 5 hours or so to fully charge it again, because it is a pretty big size battery here. But it will give you a lot of flight time. Look at that. Wow. All right, so let's go ahead and see how far I can go with this thing. There you go. Still got control. Okay, I'm rolling left and right, and I am still rolling. Okay, that's a good 100 meters. Let's see if I can pull it back. You know what? I think it kind of has lost connection. It is having a difficult time coming back. I want to walk towards it a little bit, and it doesn't look like it's coming back. Okay, now it looks like it has some kind of signal. Yep, I'm going back and forth now. Yeah, I am able to bring it back a little bit. Yeah, it is still having a hard time though. I'm going to hit the 180-degree button. Okay, I'm going to push forward now, so it should be coming towards me, but it still is not. And it is still hovering right over there. Okay, now I got control of it. It's going sideways, now it's coming towards me. So right about, I would say 80 to 100 meters, it will lose control. So you don't want to fly this thing too far from you. You know, keep it in about a 50-meter radius. That's your best bet there. Yeah, even in speed number 2, I am thinking it is in speed number 1. Yeah, good quadcopter for a beginner though. Look at that. Now, because of the Wi-Fi connectivity, I am pretty sure you'll get a slightly more distance if you turn off your Wi-Fi phone app completely and just fly with your remote control, because they will use the same 2.4 gigahertz band, so they kind of interfere with each other. But this one doesn't seem to be interfering at close range. So if you want to go farther away from yourself, yeah, turn off the Wi-Fi phone app. It's not very reliable anyhow, unless you go up and take some videos close by, take some photos, selfie photos from the air. Yeah, but this is not going to be something that you're going to be using as a camera tool up in the air. For that, you're going to have to go with something a little bit better. So yeah, a beginner drone at best, guys. Kind of fun to fly around with a line of sight. Haven't done that in a while, you know. I'm pretty sure you can put a all-in-one VTX on this thing and fly it in that way, and the quadcopter has just lost all of its battery power. So that is the flight time of the Makerfire's H825. So that'll do it then for this video of the Makerfire's H825, the foldable Wi-Fi FPV beginner RC quadcopter ready to fly. So if you want to check it out for yourself, the purchase link is down below in the video description. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.